Well, I have to tell you, Antoinette, I think this is going to be very important to the community because, you know, today we see that there are so many people in jail and prison. And based on my experience in law enforcement for over 40 years, probably 80% of the people, and you know probably as well as I do, 80% of the people that are there are because of drug addiction.
Yes.
And it's, you know, quite frankly, it's not only the person addicted, the person that goes to prison that suffers, but it's the entire family.
Absolutely.
It's the mother, the father, the wife, the children.
Yes.
And maybe we could start there with
Sure.
you know, some of the services, some of the experiences
Sure.
that you've had.
Well, what we see mostly is with the gentlemen and women coming out of incarceration is just basic needs. I mean, they come out and most of them are homeless.
Right.
Because of the crimes that they've committed. They've alienated themselves from their families. There's a gap between communication. Families have put their hands up and said, you know what, I'm just tired. I can't do this anymore. The children
And you can't blame the families.
And you really can't. And the children are estranged. So what we try to do, we look at just some of the basic necessities first. A lot of them, if they were incarcerated in the summer, they'll come out in the winter and they have summer clothes. So we provide them with clothing, we provide them with meals, and we want to see what kind of community services or local benefits they would have access to. That's the first thing, is making sure that the basic needs, such as shelter and food and clothing,
How do you
are
get
met.
them shelter? I mean,
Well, we are a part of the Homeless Coalition in Macomb County, and so we have access to many of the different shelter resources. MATS is available, McCrest is available, there's warming centers, and there's also, I did say MATS, which is located here in Warren. So we do take care of that.
what are some of the major challenges of someone that's been incarcerated returning to the community, knowing that maybe they've lost the support of their family and friends?
What we see mostly is that there has not been a lot of rehabilitation inside. A lot of the substance abuse issues, a lot of the self issues have not been dealt with, and that is really where our organization, we are focused. Our mentoring services, you can take a person from a place and move them to a new environment, but if you don't change what's inside, you'll see some of the same old behaviors. And so what we find is we want to provide an extended family environment to the individuals that are coming home, and we want to be consistent. And having someone there for you faithfully is really important for them. Someone that is there to listen and not judge. I mean, we've all made bad choices.
Right.
But we also know that we will not work harder than they will work on themselves and improving their own situations. But we do provide a good support network for the men and women.
Great. You know, for years, the years I've been in law enforcement, and I was in charge of the narcotic division in Detroit for 7 years, and I've said for years that, you know, law enforcement, you know, we do our jobs. We raid, we arrest, we convict, we seize, we forfeit. But it's like a three-pronged attack. So we do the enforcement. We have to have education like the DARE program.
Yes.
And then we have to have rehabilitation. And that's where we're lacking in this country is rehabilitation.
Yes, yes.
I mean, you know, when you talk about enforcement, education, we're doing that. But there's never been, in my opinion, enough funding for rehabilitation.
You're absolutely right.
What do you do for perhaps young people that have been in trouble with the law for minor offenses?
Well, the first thing we see is that young people want to be respected. Now, respect obviously is earned.
Sure.
But a lot of times they want to be heard. They just want to be heard. They want their emotions validated, okay? Now, do we agree with everything that they say? Sometimes we don't. But I think they deserve to be heard. And that's part of what we see as the breakdown in the family of a youth that has experienced issues in the court systems. One of the other things we do is we provide a youth support group and a mentoring program. And this is going to be a three-pronged program. It's going to be group, where the kids will get together and they'll talk and just vent, and we'll listen and we'll share, and we'll really just give them a place. The other part of it is going to be to help them in the areas of creativity. A lot of pent-up anger and energy we find can be expressed in the arts and just in drama and in music. And then there's a physical component where we have swimming and basketball and other activities. So we try to create a well-rounded program for the kids. And we also want to give them another sense of family support that they may be lacking if a mom or dad is incarcerated.
Okay, very good. How can people get involved in your organization?
Sure. We always have opportunities for
Okay.
volunteering. We do a Saturday soup kitchen and hot lunch program. We always need servers. We always need people to help us with the clothing closet. We also are looking for mentors, mentors who would be able to provide 2 to 4 hours a month in working with the young people, people who are not perfect, but do have some successes in their life and could be a stable figure in the life of a young person. We're really excited about our grandparent mentoring program. A lot of children find themselves without grandparents, and so this is a great opportunity for seniors 60 plus to get involved in the life of a young person. Seniors have wonderful experience and they give great hugs. And I know that I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say, is there a number that they can call? And
Absolutely.
We'll put it on our
Sure.
screen. What is the
Sure.
phone number?
586-215-6766 is our phone number, and they could call and leave a message, and someone will return their call in 24 hours. But we are always looking for mentors. I'm really excited about the program.
We're just about out of time. Maybe I could ask you, how are you funded, first of all?
Mostly through private donations. We have just applied for our tax-exempt status.
Okay.
We are in partnership with the Macomb Jail Ministry, and so we are looking for some of the federal dollars to assist us in the areas such as substance abuse and also some of the housing. We are looking to purchase houses to create transitional housing for men and women who are in need of housing, but also substance abuse treatment.
Very good. Well, Toni, we're just about out of time. Any closing remarks?
I just want to say that I appreciate all of your efforts here in the city of Warren. We are Warren residents as well, and we look forward to extending services out in the Warren area too.
Very good.
So
I was born in Warren.
Were you?
I was born in Warren, 9 in Van Dyke.
Wow.
And my son and daughter-in-law, my grandkids live in Warren. So Warren is, when I got this job from the mayor when he appointed me, it was like coming home. But
it's a city on the move. It
yes,
really
it
is.
Yes, it is.
It's
And
exciting.
we talked earlier about violent crime being down in the city over 40%. So that's pretty big.
That's
pretty
huge.
Big. And thank you.
Yes.
We're not doing it alone. I mean, we're doing it with the residents, and we're doing it with people like yourself.
Thank you.
So, Toni, thank you for being on.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for viewing Police Journal. And until next time, and stay safe.